What is happening here? Who did this? You're really enjoying it. It's my birthday today. Well, not the day that you're watching this, the day that I'm recording it. And I just got a delivery of something that I've been waiting for a little while, not too long, a reasonable amount of time. This, look at it. I mean, you already knew because of the thumbnail, but look at this. Look, I can't wait to open this thing up. We got Dan Wiesenmeyer doing all of the artwork on here, who was part of the original storyboard team for back in the day. What is this one? What's that? That's gonna be the new meme shot. Look at this wonderful set of images. I'm so excited. And then you get this on the back of it. There's all kinds of stuff. What's going on? Oh no, you shouldn't have touched me. I should just wear a collar so that we can have a relationship. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff inside here to look at for this Rogue from Mondo. The bottom of the box, well, the bottom side of the box, you get this list of all the talented people. We've seen these names before, folks. These are not new to us. It might be new to you, but these are all incredible, talented, amazing people. Let's open this thing up and take a look. Almost forgot, it's got a flap. So before we open it, flip the flap, baby. There you go. You get a nice little tease, and then you get this kind of, all right, guys, hard to read. This needs to be like a 10% opacity for the drawing. Just gonna say, who's doing the box art? But this is Eric and Julia, part of the original team. Anyway, here we go with the beautiful stuff. Open it. And the sleeve artwork on this one is just all of the sketches, but in negative. So far, very similar to what we've seen with Jubilee. Let's take a look without plastic. And I'm sorry for anybody that wanted this one, especially the deluxe version, and didn't pre-order it, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the posing segment, I'm gonna do my best to make you wish that you bought this thing. So pay attention as we go through this Rogue from Mondo. Why did I say that like it's an intro again? Okay, this is big. This is a 1/6 scale. It's on the larger side. She's probably 12 inches. I can find out. She's about 11.5 inches, okay? So she's pretty tall. Jubilee is like 9 or 9.5. This is already just an absolutely stunning set of things. If Mondo makes a freaking full-size Sentinel, we're gonna be in trouble because that thing's gonna be massive. But I want it. Order it today. So let's take a look. I know that there are some issues. We are aware of these issues. One of those being that these eyes are too far apart. Mondo's already on it. They're sending out replacements, or at least making them now. So if you got her, don't worry. You'll get the new updated, corrected eyes. But there's a lot in here. This is the exclusive thing. So let's just start with the stuff that makes it look like a little dolly set, and that is this stand. I don't use them, but maybe with some of these figures you need to. Also, I don't know if this thing's gonna be tall enough to give her a flight stand look. Flight pose. Yeah, it's super basic. It's fine. Again, the dolls your mom got when you were a kid. This is the same kind of thing. So on to the next thing in the box. I don't remember what all's exclusive besides the Sentinel base and some of the heads, but let's start with this, which is Rogue stealing somebody's powers. This is somebody's powers. I don't know whose. Anyway, looking good. I like it. It's a nice combination of stuff. And then in here you get this hand, which is this kind of like a nice this soft, dainty, delicate hand. very, very feminine, but it is designed to hold this, I think. Is that the right set? It's just hey, I'm gonna pull my gloves off like this. So this is the empty glove, which looks fine. It looks more like Kermit's hand or something when it's just a glove piece. Anyway, then you get this bare hand, which is not a bare hand. Uh-oh, that's a little gross. This is when that is removed, so that she can touch you with this one and then steal your powers. And we get a couple gripping hands, but they seem to be just a little bit different between each other. So here is the right hand, and the grip seems pretty good. It's like a nice medium grip. And you get this one for the left side, which seems a little bit tighter. And I don't know for what, because she doesn't have anything to grip. And then you get punching fists, which are also have some imperfections, but you get a left and a right of this. This is kind of what I was afraid of. I watched a review. I forget who it was. I'll put it on the screen. And there were some paint issues, like overspray, some nastiness, dirt, and like underneath the paint. But let's keep going. You get this hand, which is busting a blaster, which I don't know. Is this a Mystique's blaster? Doesn't matter. It can be whoever's blasters you want it to be. But it looks cool. You get this Rogue head, which is from X-Men Evolution, I believe. Looks really good. I'm a fan of the sculpt work, of course, because Mondo doesn't mess around. They always do excellent work with sculpt and paint. So this looks good. Won't be on my Rogue other than for posing. And then you get this one, which has the big hair. It looks beautiful. I'm such a fan of this. This is, you know, if you want a good Rogue, it's got to be big hair. Big hair Rogue is the Rogue. Hey, I had to sneak in here and let you know that if you'd like to support this channel, I have 2 art prints that you can purchase. Why am I wearing this glove? Because I'm editing. My hands, they hurt. But I have 2 art prints. One is Rogue and the other is Jubilee. Check it out over on my store. Anyway, thanks. Back to the stuff you care about. And this gritting teeth, angry face is looking real good. Again, if I shove it up the camera, this kind of stuff stands out. So like not the kind of slight imperfections around that tooth and the lip, but it's fine with my human eyeballs. Looks great. Human eyeballs, look at it. And then you get this one with the winking face, which is looking real nice. And she just called you Sugar, I guess. Same hair sculpt, it seems. So not a new setup there. It does kind of look a little flat on the back, but whatever, it's fine. We're gonna look at her from the front, unless we ain't. Well, I'm talking about her butt. And then you get this one, which is blasting Cyclops blasts. I'm stupid, but this is cool. I kind of wish that it had like swappable eyes, but I don't know how you would do that. Anyway, it's really neat. This is from like one of the first few episodes of the animation of X-Men, the original series, not 97, but it looks really, really good. I am definitely a fan of that as well. And before we get to Rogue, we got to talk about this huge base, which has smoke coming out of it, which actually looks really cool. It's maybe a little deeper blue than what I would have wanted, but I like it nonetheless. This is great. I love all the wiring here, the details of the paint and the line work. This is cool. This is a really, really cool base. And you can see her foot is going to go there and there. So she's got a unique setup compared to the rest of the X-Men from Mondo. This is a really, really neat concept. And this might be the part that I'm most excited about for having the exclusive version. It's pretty heavy too, even though it's mostly empty. Now, on to the main beauty, Rogue. Her eyes do seem a little bit far apart. It's not the worst thing in the world, especially on the shelf at different angles. It's gonna be fine, but they are sending the head replacement, so we don't need to worry about it. But the rest of the face looks great. Those lips, the sculpt, fantastic. I think, again, we're looking at the same hair sculpt on all of these. There's nothing unique about the hair sculpts, but the rest of the figure looking really, really nice. This is fantastic. I am such a fan of Mondo's. I had my issues with that Wolverine, but that was like the first X-Men figure they did. Now we're on to this stuff, which looks fantastic. Now, Mondo's stuff is gonna be good in 2 out of 3 things, right? You got great sculpt, great paint, and then the articulation is gonna be a little weak. So we can't expect insane levels of articulation, but I think we're still gonna have something pretty nice to get some good poses out of it. And you know, these are these things you're buying for the nostalgia. Unboxed. I'm stupid. But this is really good. It very much has the animation look, much like Jubilee. This is one of those things where you look at it and you're just constantly impressed and you really are enjoying it. Oh my God. Did everybody do the meme with Apocalypse? Because I guess I have to. Now these boot things flapping around, this reminds me of one of the Marvel Legends ones. Hold on. This one, which was a great sculpt. Again, a good figure. This is the retro cardback one, but she has the dangly green and upper parts. So this is like, it's something we've seen before. And it's annoying, quite frankly. I mean, there's just no question. If you want something that is representing the original animated series of the X-Men, Mondo's the way to do it. I mean, these things are huge. Yeah, I get it. They're really, really big figures. But, man, there's just nothing like them. This is a brand that is really, really crushing it. And with the new Ghostbusters, nope. Well, yeah, kind of. But their real Ghostbusters, their new line, which is 6.5 inch, but that line looks stunning from the renders that we've seen. And if we know anything about Mondo, their renders to actual stuff is always on point. So if you're a real Ghostbusters fan, keep an eye on Mondo. You don't have to buy a 1/6 scale. I mean, if they made these things a 1/12 scale, I'd be I'd be all in on all of them. That's what all in means, doesn't it? A winking face, like Mad Hatter says, it would be nice to have one where she's smiling and not winking. So you're kind of just like, you get this is the only time she's happy. Otherwise, she's always angry, which is probably fair. But if she's just on your shelf, she doesn't have to be mad. Plus, if you got Gambit, which my Gambit will be here soon, she's not gonna be mad about him, right? Articulation-wise, I mean, this thing's still got it. It's still, there's a lot going on. Obviously, the torso has some articulation there, so you can get a nice flying pose, which is cool. So she can pretty much look forward, which is rare in a flying figure from really any brand. But this is great. The legs are fine, nothing special, just the double jointed knees are really gonna help. But my goodness, this is gonna be one of those that you just have to have on your stand in a flight pose. And I don't know if she's gonna be able to do that with this thing. No, she can't. You're gonna have to find a different stand, and I'd recommend getting a different stand because this isn't really gonna do it. It's just not gonna happen. She's not gonna fly with this stand. That sucks. For something this big, I usually recommend the Play Arts Kai stands. Goodness, what is happening here? Who did this? Is this Alex? Alex, what were you doing? Oh boy, now we just need an apocalypse, right? Oh boy, whoopsie. But can she meme? Yes, she can meme, so there you go. That's probably all anybody really needed to know about. I could have just skipped to this part. Maybe I need to timestamp that down in the comments. Look, she's got some issues. The flappy things on her legs suck. There's a couple paint issues, but overall, I'm really happy with everything. The flaws that I have are very minor, and even with stuff like the line work here, it's fine. This doesn't bother me. I think this is a stunning figure. It looks like they got brand new joints going on, at least in comparison to Jubilee. But look at this. Is Jubilee too tiny? Yeah, probably. Wolverine was way too big. Jubilee looks too tiny. This looks like I got two different scale figures. I love this Jubilee, and I kind of want everybody to be a little small like her. But this is scaled a little bit weird, right? That doesn't seem right. Anyway, I love it. You should love it. We all love it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to see another Mondo review, then click the top video there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.